Today, we're going to learn what a Vorog is and how to paint one. Howdy y'all, Patrick at Bombshell Minis here. Back in 2014, whenever Bombshell originally published the Counterblast Adventure Battle Game, we wanted to create a creature that would be part of the Neiran faction. I thought this would be kind of a cool creature to add a little bit of punch to the Neiran faction, something that would give them a little bit more of a beefier support in hand-to-hand combat. One of the most feared creatures indigenous to Neiran, Vorogs are large, ferocious, four-armed primates who dwell in the wildest regions of the planet. Primitive, but possessing a startling intelligence, Vorogs live in family colonies, sometimes establishing dens in intricate cave systems or within the massive trees of forested areas. In ancient times, the Neiran sought them out as bond beasts, but quickly discovered obtaining a bond with a Vorog was almost impossible. Many huntresses attempting such a bond earned themselves a violent death, torn apart by their enraged targets. Legends say this rare meld occurred only once in the Neiran Empire's long history, and while a particularly ambitious huntress may one day attempt such a bond again, most Neiran agree Vorogs are unfit bond beasts. This admission forces the Neiran to change tactics, enlisting the aid of Vorogs in their armies via treaties as independent allies. I started off by preparing my Vorog by spraying it with a black-brown primer from Pro Acryl, and then I sprayed that from the top to create sort of a highlight zenithal type of an effect using ivory from Pro Acryl as well. Once I had this base coat started, then I was able to move on and start painting the skin. I started off by mixing a little bit of tan flesh with ivory to lighten it up a little bit, and then added just a touch of purple to that in order to give it a really cool sort of a skin color. And then I took this sort of a light plum kind of a mixture and worked my way across all of the flesh areas. So here I block in the face of the creature as well as all the skin showing on the hands and feet. For our first shade pass, I did a mix of flesh wash and my custom wash mix that I have. That custom wash is basically just a 50-50 mix of Liquitex matte medium with water and maybe a drop or two of flow improver. So then I mixed that into the flesh wash in order to lighten the tone and give it a little bit more of a thinner spread. So here I'm taking and brushing that into the recesses and in between all of the fur in order to shade down and give it an overall warm tone. After that first wash and shade is dry, I started to dry brush, and it's really more like a damp brush. I'm using this khaki as a mid-tone color to warm up the under fur structure. And then after this is worked all across the fur texture, we'll go back and highlight that. After that khaki mid-tone color is done, I basically use the same damp brush process to highlight the upper areas of the fur. A lot of this is a stroke that's working from the top down or working across just the highest points of where the fur sticks up the most. For the first skin shade, this is pretty much the straight flesh wash color with a little bit of purple added to that in order to create a darker tone in the shadow areas. Once the skin shade was dry, I added a little bit more ivory to the original flesh base color, and then went and highlighted the raised areas across all of the skin area. This creates a little bit more contrast between the upper surfaces and the shadows that we're trying to keep. At this point, I took a little bit of straight ivory and blocked out the base color of the teeth. And then with some pure black with maybe a little bit of purple mixed into that, I created and filled in all of the eyes. Because of the kind of creature that the Vorog is, he doesn't really have whites showing in the eyes. They're pretty much solid black. Then, with the same flesh wash mix as before, I brushed that over the skin again to bring all of the highlights and the shadows together and create more of a unified wash over the skin. For the base, it's just straight black brown. I had to thin that out a little bit in order for it to flow enough into the creases and the crevices where the texture is on the top of the base. Once that base coat was dry, I added a little bit of ivory to the black-brown mixture, and with the brush just a little bit damp, not really dry brushing, I was able to just rake that across the top, the highest areas of the texture of the base. And then it was straight black for doing the base rim. To add a little bit more interest to the texture of the base, I took some of my homemade grass tufts, and with a little bit of super glue, I added those to 3 or 4 areas and sparse patches on the top of the base. Thanks for checking out how the Vorog turned out. It's always a cool experience for me to get to paint something that I've sculpted myself. If you have any techniques for painting cool or warm colored fur, I'd be really interested to read about your experiences and what those techniques might be. Be sure to click that subscribe button too. I've got some other projects that are coming up in the future, and that way you can be notified when those are posted. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time on the Workbench.